I am so excited to film this video. Like, if you read the title, then you know that Moi has been nominated for the Liebster Award, and I was nominated by one of my fellow blogger pals, Ms. soon to be Mrs. Madison from Keeping the Creativity. Congratulations on your engagement, girl. So you may have seen Madison on my Instagram page. She was one of my January e-tip influencers, and she also attended my craft hour last year. And let me tell you about this girl. She styled her acrylic tray from her handbag. Yes, like she had NARS Cruella, she had a blinged out necklace, and so much more. So instead of going on and on about how fab Madison is, I'll let you check her out. I'm gonna link her below in the description box. I'll have a link to her page, her social medias, and also I'll put a link down there so you guys can see how she styled her acrylic tray at my craft hour. So now I've got some things to do. I've got to answer 11 questions that Madison sent over. I also have to give you guys 11 random facts about me. And I need to choose some bloggers and vloggers that I feel should be nominated. And I have to come up with 11 questions for them. So here's how I'm going to break it down. I'm going to answer the 11 questions from Madison right now on this video. I'll be giving my 11 facts about me over on my Snapchat, so make sure you're following me. And on my blog, I'll have this video along with my nominees and their 11 questions to answer. So let's get started with Madison's 11 questions. Question number 1, what is the purpose of my blog? So my answer is, the purpose of my blog is my contribution to the creative world. It really is. It's through my eyes, through my experiences, my love of design, style, food, and everything and anything in between. And so it's just a place where you can go and experience life with me. And I like introducing people to new experiences. I love, you know, going to other people's blogs for the exact same reason. So I kind of look at Can You Imagine as a capsule, a creative capsule. Okay, so question number 2, how did you come up with your blog name? So I came up with my blog name many years ago when I was in college. So I started thinking and I was like, you know, I can create pretty much any and everything you can imagine. I mean, I really can. And so I decided to name my business Imagine. And when I started off, I was using an I, and I was a graphic design minor, so I decided to put the umlauts over the E for a little bit of design element. And I knew I wasn't using the umlauts correctly. I wasn't using it for a phonics thing. I was just using it as, like I said, a design element. And it looked a lot off balance though, with the I with the dot and then the umlauts over the E. And so I started thinking, and I was like, well, I'll just change the I to an E, because I can create any and everything, and everything starts with an E that you can imagine. So the I became an E and the umlauts moved to the E. An E with the umlauts means imagine. And that's how I came up with my blog name. Question number 3, what is your go-to social media platform? So my go-to social media platform has to be Instagram. I'm just really visually driven, and so the pictures do it for me. I also like Pinterest, but Pinterest is like my creative encyclopedia for me. I don't go on Pinterest just to browse. I usually go to Pinterest when I have an idea already and I'm going to see if someone's either ever tried it or attempted it, or they've done it, or it's been done a lot. I can see the volume of how many people are thinking of the same recipe as me. I can get the education behind how to try or attempt it. And then Instagram, there's a section of Instagram that cares about everything being perfect. They're content creators. Then there's a section that's, you know, just, hey, this is what's happening, let me take a picture of it. And then you also have that section that's just ratchet. So I love Instagram because I think it's one of the few platforms that can still have spontaneous content every now and then, you know, mixed upon the people who are planning out their content and making content with a purpose, there are people who are not. And it just lets me see all around the world, you know, what's going on, what the trends are. I do research on Instagram as well. I just love social media because it lets me connect. Find me on Instagram. Question number 4. How long does it normally take you to create a post? So I think because I am an artist, it may take me quite a while to create a post. When you see a post on my site, or if you even see in content on my social medias, especially my Instagram, I'm a creator, so 99% of the time, I'll be generous and say 95% of the time, the images that you see are images that I've created. So it takes time to, especially when it comes to like food, people pressure me a lot about food posts and getting them the recipes, and I post a picture of my food. Well, it takes a lot of time to come up with the recipe, develop the recipe to the point where it's actually a good recipe. You know, blessed to be able to make things look really good, but if I give you the recipe for it, I want to make sure that it also tastes good as well. So it takes a lot of time because there's like a lot of elements to that besides just taking the photographs, coming up with the concept, then, you know, editing it and posting it when it's appropriate. All those things take a lot of time, and I like to create my own content. I'm really big on, you know, making sure that what I share with you guys is true to my life. So yeah, it takes me a while to create a post because yeah, I just, you know, as a creative, I change my mind a lot. Like today I may think it's really cool to make waffles, and then tomorrow I'll be like, I saw like 20 people post waffles on their feed. Everybody's just, you know, it's cold outside and everybody just wants a waffle. You know, I may have a different spin on a waffle, but I don't find a value in oversaturating you guys with recipes on waffles. So yeah, it takes a while for me to make a post, but usually I think it's really good content when I do. I really think about my content. Question number 5. So what is an area of your blog you want to improve or work on? So I think this is like a gift and a curse because I am a creative. I definitely need to work on the business aspects of my blog, the technical things about my blog as well. SEO, just making sure all of my tech stuff, my analytics and everything, that I really understand those things. Those things bore me. I mean, I just really want to get, you know, my content out there, and I understand that that's a very important part of making sure it's reaching as many people as it could. But I also see a lot of people who really focus too much on, you know, making money off of it. I mean, I totally understand making money. Of course I want to buy fabulous things. Of course I want to, you know, be able to be a creative full time. And I totally understand those things, but those are things that I really need to work on. Those are things I need to focus on my blog. Those things are important. They are. And as a creative, I just got to try a lot harder to focus on them. And yeah, so that's one of my goals actually for my blog this year, is to work on the technical and business aspects of my blog. Question number 6. What tool do you think every blogger should have? So I'm gonna say every blogger should have the means to take photographs. And I'm not saying that everyone needs to have a fancy smancy camera. I just got my camera. Before that I was taking pictures on my iPad, and before that my cell phone, and I've never had a fancy cell phone, so my pictures were not the best quality. I do think my composition and my thought process behind the pictures were still strong. And I think that's something that people should definitely understand. I just think it's really important that we have more images out there, more true images from different people's perspectives. You know, when you use let's say a stock photo of an apple, you're getting one person's perspective, but when I have the apple at my house, or I have the apple out in the park, or I have the apple in this store compared to a store across the world. You know, people need to see those things. Like, those things add to our creative encyclopedia. So I think it's just really important that people have a means to create their own images for their blog posts. Ooh, question number 7. So what is your favorite smartphone app? I honestly don't have a favorite smartphone app. I don't know. I just get so bogged down in all the different apps, and it's just too much for me. All the shortcuts, and you usually need several ones to do this and that, and they just change too much. So I don't really get into the cell phone apps when it comes to blogging. I guess I'll just go with my favorite social media, and that's Instagram. Question number 8. What is your favorite item of clothing in your closet? So, oh my god, that's really hard. I love a lot of things, but I have to say the thing that like really brightens my day has to be my tulle skirt. And if I'm gonna say my tulle skirt, I have to wear my tulle skirt with my crown, of course. So my crown and my tulle skirt. Question number 9. Who do you bounce ideas off with the most, and why? So that is really funny because it takes a team of people. Actually, I'm always coming up with ideas, so it really kind of depends on one, who is available at the time. So whoever responds first, because I'm an immediate person, like things have to happen quickly for me. If not, I'm like totally over it. So it depends on who responds first, who I'm going to bounce the idea off of. If it's an idea that's going to be like me investing financially, then of course I run that by my mom. But if it's just, you know, other crazy kooky things that are still in the planning stages, then I have friends that are artists, I have friends that are bloggers, I have friends that are, you know, like really fashionable. Like, I just have friends, older friends, younger friends, across the gamut, and I just kind of specifically choose which friend I think would have the best input on the idea. So all of my friends, thank you so very much if you've been listening to me go on and rant and rave over these years about crazy ideas that never see the light of day. Thanks. Question number 10. How do you relieve stress? So in all honesty, I am the happiest when I am creating. Creating is the best stress reliever for me. So just working on a project, I don't care if a project is stressful. If it's a project that I love, it's something that I've come up with and I'm working on, that stress is not stress to me. Like, it's so much fun. And so creating is what I do to relieve stress. I really do. I love to create. And I cannot leave this one out. Of course, I like to shop. Like, I relieve stress by shopping. That's a good stress reliever, right? Okay, I shop too much. I absolutely shop too much. Don't be judging me. Question number 11. Oh my god, I can't believe we're almost done. So, what is my guilty pleasure television show? I don't watch a lot of TV. Sometimes I have to actually go back and just catch up on what's on demand. But my favorite television show right now, oh my god, it ties. I love How to Get Away with Murder. Like, I just love movies. I love TV shows that are like mind-boggling, that keep you on your toes. And I also love Being Mary Jane. Like, I just think it's a relatable show for a lot of people. And yeah, Mary Jane is a girl boss. You understand me? Boss. Thank you guys for sticking with me through my 11 questions from Madison. Thank you so much, Madison, again for nominating me. Make sure you follow me on Snapchat so you can find out 11 crazy random things about your girl LaQuinn. And also go over to my blog to see who I nominated and what I want them to answer. Thanks guys, see y'all later.